welcome to Mia's Stories. Make sure to subscribe to never miss an update, and a lucky chance to video chat with me. It was a clan gathering akin to many others, with a customary mix of nieces, nephews, and kinfolk congregating at the ancestral abode. The climate was idyllic, the feast abundant, and the mirth resonated throughout the premises. Yet unbeknownst to them, this specific reunion would unravel as an unprecedented affair. As the day progressed, the relatives settled into their usual patterns, exchanging updates on their lives, recounting anecdotes, and indulging in gossip. It was amidst one such tete-a-tete that a revelation surfaced, altering the course of events in an instant. The narrative unfurled when cousin Emily, renowned for her vivacious demeanor and eclectic taste, nonchalantly disclosed her recent pursuit of vintage car restoration as a hobby. Initially, a collective gasp ensued, succeeded by a hushed astonishment. Nonetheless, Emily remained unfazed. In fact, her enthusiasm seemed heightened as she delved into tales of engine overhauls and car show triumphs. As the initial shock dissipated, the family became engrossed in her narratives of grease-stained hands and roaring engines. It was then that Aunt Mildred, recognized for her traditional inclinations and antiquated sensibilities, voiced her revelation. She confessed to harboring a secret passion for motorcycle racing for years, clandestinely participating in rallies alongside Emily. The disclosure elicited a blend of surprise, acceptance, and a few knowing nods. Suddenly, the familial reunion acquired a new dimension, as veils were lifted and connections deepened. As the day wore on, the once tightly-knit group found themselves convivially sharing stories, discovering shared interests, and strengthening familial bonds. They learned of Uncle George's clandestine adventures as a street artist, and Cousin Sarah's exploits as a championship gamer under the alias Pixel Princess. As dusk descended, the relatives glanced at each other, realizing the newfound closeness they had achieved. They had weathered the revelation of their hidden pursuits and emerged fortified. As the final remnants of the feast were cleared and the last guests bid their farewells, the family assembled around the bonfire, savoring wine and reflecting on the day's revelations. They acknowledged the enduring bond forged through the crucible of their shared passions. As they gazed into the flickering flames, anticipation for future surprises tinged their thoughts. The younger cousins, enthralled by the tales of their elders' exploits, pleaded to sample some of the milder aspects of their hobbies. Amid laughter and good-natured banter, the older members acquiesced, and soon the yard was abuzz with giggling children testing their skills at graffiti art and virtual racing. It was a scene unimaginable mere hours ago, yet now it felt perfectly harmonious. As night descended, the adults engaged in earnest discussions about the nuances of personal passions and identity. They shared their triumphs and struggles, offering unwavering support and understanding. The atmosphere brimmed with acceptance and familial love, transcending societal norms. At last, as the embers waned and stars dotted the sky, Aunt Mildred rose, her voice steady yet brimming with emotion. "I want to express my gratitude," she began, "for embracing me for who I am. It has been a solitary journey at times, but tonight I feel truly alive and loved." Echoes of agreement rippled through the circle, tears glistening in many eyes. Uncle George reached out, clasping her hand tenderly. "You are not alone," he affirmed. "We stand united, ready to confront any challenge as a family." With that, they leaned in, sharing a tender embrace. Smiles radiated across the gathering, a fleeting moment where the world seemed perfectly aligned. For this was a family gathering like no other, where secrets were unveiled, bonds fortified, and love triumphed above all.